Hello and very warm welcome to the platform of Victory IAS. So we are doing 2 years rapid revision current affairs series and we will be discussing some issues pertaining to economy that is related to MSME sector. As we are aware that micro, small and medium enterprises, that is MSME sector, right? So first let's talk about e-commerce exports handbook for MSMEs, because we want see, this MSME sector is important because of two things. Number one, capital and investment requirements are less, and number two is it is employment intensive. They are providing more employment as compared to if we compare investment and other aspects, then as compared to other industries, MSMEs are providing more employment as well, right? So we can absorb the kind of excessive workforce that is there in agriculture. We can absorb those people in industries with respect to MSMEs. That is the objective here. MSMEs, please don't forget that MSME is not only about manufacturing and this industries. MSMEs are also there in industry, in services as well, right? So now the revised classification has come in the union budget of 2024, where they have 2025, where they have revised this classification of MSMEs in the union budget 25-26, right? And the firms or enterprises related to both manufacturing, that is the part of industries, as well as services are part of MSME. So MSME is not only about industries and manufacturing as sometimes we perceive. No, it also includes services enterprises. E-commerce exports handloom box. So the Commerce Minister Piyush Goyal released comprehensive e-commerce exports handbook for MSMEs to boost overseas shipments by small business using online platforms. One-stop guide. This handbook offers a definitive guide for micro, small and medium enterprises to harness e-commerce to drive exports. It provides detailed playbooks on e-commerce exports strategies, assisting MSMEs to effectively assess global consumer markets. Developed jointly by various ministries and industry, it serves as a single reference point to the subject. Now, connecting MSMEs to global consumers, there is a high international demand for India's traditional goods like millets, cereals, and handicrafts. E-commerce bridges the gap for MSMEs to supply such products abroad, especially among Indian immigrants communities overseas, right? If we talk about other export promotion steps, then the government also announced extending benefits under its key remission of duties and taxes on exported products scheme to postal and courier exports. This will further incentivize this SME e-commerce exporters, right? It is MSME e-commerce exporters. Additionally, the Commerce Department signed a pact with Logistics Provide Ship Rocket to conduct export training sessions for MSMEs across India's districts, right? So it is for export promotion related to MSMEs. Now, Udyami Bharat, that is MSME Day. Udyami Bharat MSME Day is an important occasion that highlights the achievements and potential of MSMEs in India. This year, the event will be celebrated on June 27, bringing together key stakeholders from the government and MSME sector. Distinguished guests in attendance, if we talk about, the event will be graced by the presence of Narayan Rane, Union Minister, who will serve as the chief guest, Bhanu Pratap Singh Verma, Union Minister of State. Now, these information are not much important to us. Their participation underscores government commitment to growth and development of MSMEs in the country. Now, if we talk about this exciting initiatives to be launched, Udyami Bharat MSME Day will witness the launch of several noteworthy initiatives. Now, these are important with respect to our exam, aimed at empowering and uplifting MSMEs. This include the unveiling of Champions 2.0 portal, a platform that will provide valuable support and resources to MSMEs. Additionally, a mobile app for geo-tagging of cluster projects and technology centers will be introduced, facilitating effective management and monitoring of these initiatives. Moreover, the event will mark the launch of MSME Idea Hackathon 3.0, a platform that encourages innovation and entrepreneurship among women entrepreneurs. So these kind of initiatives that have been launched, it is important, right? Personalities, etc., are having very less importance with respect to our exam. recognition and support. The event will also serve as a platform to acknowledge the accomplishment of MSMEs. The result of MSME Idea Hackathon 2.0 will announce, showcasing the creative and innovative ideas generated by participants. Furthermore, certificate distribution ceremonies will be held to honor gold and silver ZED, that is zero effect zero ZED certificate, right? That is MSME Sustainable ZED certificate, which promotes zero defect, zero effect participates aim to enhance the quality of efficient MSME operations, right? Zero effect, zero defect, that is the kind of policy for MSME, right? Boosting economic growth. To further bolster the growth of MSMEs, the event will witness the digital transfer of 400 crore rupees margin money subsidy. This subsidy, a part of the Prime Minister's Employment Guarantee Program, will contribute to local employment generation and empower aspiring entrepreneurs, right? It is a kind of subsidy that the government will be providing. Building a vibrant MSME ecosystem. The government's initiative for MSME are centered around creating an enabling environment for their success. These initiatives aim to improve the overall business ecosystem, foster innovation, promote regional development, and reduce regional disparities. By supporting MSMEs, the government seeks to drive economic growth and create a conducive environment for their sustainable development. Now, it acts as a venue of significance. The Udyam Bharati MSME Day event will take place at Vigyan Bhavan in New Delhi, a prestigious venue that symbolizes the government's commitment to growth and progress of MSME sector. So it is a kind of acknowledgement that we can say that the government is interested and government is also taking care of MSME sector in a better way. Right now, what are MSME enterprises? A new provision of Income Tax Act aimed to ensure timely payments to micro, small, and medium enterprises has led to unintended consequences. Now, what we understand from this, see, many a times we have seen government also place purchase order from MSMEs. Big industries also places orders to MSMEs, and timely payment is not received sometimes to MSMEs, which is very vital. Why it is very vital? Because MSMEs are not having much source of funding. They reinvest a part of their profit in the entire investment, right? So that is the kind of thing. The Finance Act 2023 introduced an amendment to the Income Tax Act, stipulating that payments owed to MSMEs must be resolved within 45 days to qualify for tax deduction, right? So if you want to file tax deduction and you have made certain orders, you have purchased something from MSMEs, then you have to make payments also within 45 days. This applies to transaction involving goods and services and goods or services from MSMEs registered under MSME Act 2006, effect from 1st April 2024. The amendment has led to unintended consequences. Now, what are the unintended consequences? Including large companies shifting orders to unregistered MSMEs, right? Now, if I shift my orders to unregistered MSMEs, this will not apply to me, that I have to clear payment within 45 days to avoid tax liabilities. And smaller entities surrendering their registration to sustain business operation. Tax experts suggest extending payment timelines to alleviate this issue. So what experts have suggested, that this 45 days time we can extend to maybe 60 days, maybe 90 days, so that these businesses should not go to unregistered MSMEs, and MSMEs also should not surrender their licenses, right, in this regard. Now, Technology Development Board. Many a times we have seen questions related to board in the exam, like coffee board, tea board, turmeric board. Also we have seen question in the exam, right? So Technology Development Board, and the Small Industries Development Bank of India, SIDBI, we have already talked about SIDBI in banking sector, have formed an alliance to support the MSMEs, right? MSME sector. It is a statutory body. Technology Development is a statutory body established in 1996 under the Department of Science and Technology to promote the development and commercialization of indigenous and imported technology. Very important information related to examination. It consists of 11 board members and provides equity capital or loans to industrial concerns and financial assistance to research and development institutes. The Technology Development Board has supported the establishment of the Global Innovation and Technology Alliance, that is GITA, a non-for-profit public-private partnership company to encourage industrial investment in innovative technology solutions. These boards are important with respect to our exam. This is related to SIDBI. We have already seen SIDBI, so we will not go into that. Boosting MSMEs, right? Now, Assam State Cabinet approved Assam Micro, Small and Medium Enterprises Facilitation of Establishment and Operation Rules 2023. Under these rules, MSME in the state of Assam will be exempted from specific approvals and inspection for a period of 3 years, right? To just to give more thrust to MSME sector in Assam. This move intend to simplify the establishment and operation process of MSMEs and encourage their growth. Basically, Assam northeastern region. So we have already seen there is not much infrastructure is available, and if MSMEs are there, maybe with less investment it can be operated, right? And lot of support is there from the government as well, like interest subvention, collateral free loans, etc. These are available, right? So if this can flourish there in these kind of regions, northeastern regions, etc., then maybe employment generation can also be there. Simplified operations for MSME to facilitate the smooth start of operations for MSMEs. An acknowledgement certificate from the state nodal agency obtained by submitting declaration of intent will be sufficient, and streamlining of process will help MSME in Assam commence their operations more effectively, right? More efficiently and effectively. Enhance food security. The cabinet also approved amendment to the Assam Food Security Rules 2022, which fall under the National Food Security Act 2023. The income criteria for eligibility to apply for new ration cards under the National Food Security Act have been raised from 2.5 lakh to 4 lakh rupees, right? Income. This enhancement will allow more deserving families to access essential food supplies and contribute to improved food security in the state. We have already seen with respect to food security that a lot many beneficiaries are there, right? And we are facing issues with respect to decreasing the people who are there in this food subsidy act, right? Incentives for students in a bid to encourage academic excellence, and the cabinet decided to provide scooters to deserving students. Girl student will secure who secure 60% and above with higher secondary exam will be eligible, while boy students will need to achieve minimum 75% or above. Furthermore, the distribution of 3.78 lakh bicycles among class 9 students, government and provincialized schools was approved with a budget of 167 crore allocated for this initiative, right? This Arunodai scheme, the cabinet extended the coverage of Arunodai scheme by including around 7 lakh additional beneficiaries. Under this scheme, eligible individuals will receive 1250 rupees per month starting from September 10, 2023. The extension of this scheme aimed to provide financial support to a larger segment of population, promoting social welfare and economic empowerment. Various such schemes we have in, for example, in state of Maharashtra, we have this Ladki Behin scheme. National Games hosting request. The Assam cabinet approved a request of Indian Olympic Association to host the national games in either 25 or 27. It presents opportunity for Assam to showcase its capabilities and infrastructure, hosting a major sporting event, potentially attracting significant attention and boosting the state's tourism and sports sector, right? So this is related to MSME sectors. Next topic we will do with respect to Adani Group. So stay tuned to Victory IAS YouTube channel and receive more current affairs information, right? Thank you very much. Take care. Bye bye.